Welcome to Pilates Fusion. Today we will need a mat, some light hand weights, maybe 2-3 pounds, a set of glider discs, or if you have a washcloth, if you have wood floors, a washcloth, or paper plates if you are on carpet, a band, a loop band, and also resistance bands, a whole set of them with a set of handles. And if yours comes with the ankle bands, please grab those as well. And you will also need a soft ball, so it's pretty squishy. All right, it's not fully inflated. So you'll need those things today. We'll start our watch here and get credit for it if you have one on. And we'll start with our warm-up. You can set it for traditional strength training. Our fusion class will involve strength training as well as mat training. So mat Pilates fused with strength training so we can get maximum benefits out of the time that we spend exercising. So starting here with march in place, find some favorite music, play it in the background while you're watching my video. Marching in place. Feel those feet connecting to the floor. Elbows go forward and back. Getting a little natural rotation at the torso. We're going to take and reach our hands up towards the ceiling. Our heel is going to reach out towards this or towards the front, starting with the right. 2 and 1. Here we go. Reach. Reach. So during our warm-up, we're going to use muscles and ranges of motion that we want to find in our exercises for today. I usually do the same warm-up every time. One more time each leg. Then we're going to toe tap behind us, reach forward, toe tap, reach. So here we're taking our hip into extension, finding transfer of weight, a little bit of balance warm up here. Think about lunges. All the overhead reach, working on getting those arms lifted without weights. Last one here. March in place. Then we're going to do a hamstring curl. Starting with that right heel, bringing it to the glutes. Pull the elbows back. Open up through the chest. Bring those shoulder blades close together. Warming up those middle traps, hamstrings. And breathe. Heart rate should be starting to get elevated here as you warm up. Make sure you have your water too, and a sweat towel if you need it. Last one each side. March here. Find your feet hip width distance, and 8 squats down and up. Thinking about those heels, sitting back and down into a little chair. It's not a big full range squat here. Breathe in. Heels stay down, knees are not going past the toes. We're also not collapsing our knees inward. Notice that hip knee, first, second toe alignment. Last one. And then we're going to step our left foot back, right foot forward. Few little practice lunges. Straight down, straight up. So from the side. Woo. Hold on, get my balance. Here we go. Down and up. Okay, last one, and then switch to the other side. Right foot back, left foot forward. Check that hip knee toe alignment, square up those hips. Take the time to get set up. Keeping those big toes down all the way to the pinky toes. One more time. Very good, and step together. All right, we should be feeling warm. We're going to start first with heaviest resistance that you have for your bands. So mine is 50 pounds. Okay, so we're going to grab our heaviest band, putting the handles on it. Now, when we think heavy resistance, or we go heavy resistance, that means fewer reps. Muscle building, so like the volume of our muscle is what we're building when we're going heavy with few reps. Okay, so we're going to step on our band here, about hip width distance, keeping those toes connected as well as the heel. We're going to do a bicep curl here, alternating right left without doing a lot of rotation. Okay, so we're going to bicep curl right, bicep curl left, keeping torso strong and stable. One more each side. So 6 and 6. Very good. All right, so then we're going to do a row. So we're going to pull up on that band, on those handles. If you need to make more resistance, you can widen those feet, getting more resistance in the band. All right, so standing up nice and tall, we're going to pull those elbows up and back without going too far. What we don't want happening is a butt push back and our shoulders falling forward. Okay, so we're only going to about 90 degrees at the elbow and then reach down. We got 5 more. 2, 1 more. Controlling that resistance in both directions. That's the cool thing about the bands. We can work in an eccentric as well as concentric way, which gives us nice strength. So from here, we're going to sidestep, sidestep. Okay, find pause, back to those bicep curls. This time, both arms together. We go for 6. 2, last one. Very good. We go into our row, both at the same time. Only go, again, to where we have good form, not making any compensations. Last one. Okay, and then our side step, side step. Keep tension in that band. You should feel glute meads, so kind of backside here. This is where we can start to get our heart rate up a little bit again. Very good. All right, back to the beginning. Bicep curls for 6. 2, last one. Okay, then we're going to alternate our rows. So right arm pulls up, then the left. Also watch, make sure those shoulders are not creeping up into the ears. Starting to feel that. All right, here we go. Side step, side step. The benefit to not wearing shoes while exercising is so you can feel your feet connecting to the floor, keeping equal weight at 3 pieces or parts of the foot. Last one. Very good. All right, last time through. Bicep curls. We're going to alternate. Start left. Here we go. We go left and right. Oh, we got one extra credit there. All right, here we go. Alternating with our rows here. So we're going to start left, go right. Very good. Got an extra credit on that one too. All right, so here we go. Side step, side step. And last one, we got that extra credit in there too. All right, so we're gonna step off of that band, take it, hold on to it. You can always change to a lighter band if your arms are already starting to get tired. Always feel free to change it up. So with this, we're going to hold on to the handle so they're not just hanging around. We are going to take our hands, loop the band around our hands without it being a tourniquet, so just make sure you can wiggle those fingers. All right? So standing tall, arms reached high towards the ceiling. We're going to do a lat pull down. So elbows pulled down. Shoulders are out of the ears when we reach up overhead. We inhale, exhale, knees are soft, abs are engaged. So what we're not doing is when we pull down, we're not arching our back, all right, because then that releases those abs. We want to keep the abs pulled back, neutral spine. Last one. Okay, very good. And then we're going to take the band, bring it around behind our back. Think chest press here, all right? So elbows start kind of down, pointed towards the floor. Think about 45 degrees at the armpit. We're going to push and bring it back to where we started. 3. One more time. Very good. Then we're going to do another cardio exercise. So we're going to put that band down for right now. We're going to do, we're going to grab our glider discs, one under each foot. We're going to do a slide back lunge. Hands can just rest on the waist. We're going to alternate left foot, straight back, come in. Right foot, straight back, come in. Inhale, exhale. You can also do this without the gliders, where you just step back, step forward, step back. We want to make sure we're bending that front knee, keeping it over the ankle. Keep it over the ankle. All right, keep going. Form is very important. If you can't keep good form, take a reset. Last one here. Very good. All right, we'll grab that band again. Get it wrapped around the hands. Again, without it being a tourniquet. All right. So, from here, we reach up overhead, or pull down, lat pull down. Okay, so we inhale, exhale. Again, make sure we're starting with a neutral spine, neutral pelvis. So we're not arching our back when we reach up. Very good. We take that band around behind us. Here we go, chest press. Remember, 45 degrees at the armpit. Okay, and then got extra credit on that one. All right, so we're back on those gliders, or just step back without the gliders. Here we go. Straight leg goes back. Do this as quickly as you can with good form. Last one. Very good. All right, we got this. Grab that band again. Here we go. We're getting quicker at that transition. That's a cool thing. All right, here we go. Inhale, exhale. You can make this harder by gripping in a little bit more if you need to on that band. One more. Very good. Band comes around behind you, palms face down, elbows slightly pointed to the floor. Here we go. Should be starting to get hard here in this third round. Okay, we have one more round after this. Back on those gliders as quick as you can. I'm going to start right this time and left. Last one. Very good. All right. So then, one last time. Grab that band, wrap it around, we reach up, make it as tight as you need to here. Inhale and exhale. Remember not lifting those shoulders into the ears. Very good. Take that band around behind you. Here we go. Here's our extra credit. Very good. Put that band down. Going on to those gliders. Right foot and left. Very good. All right. So grab a drink here real quick. Quick little intermission. Wipe your sweat if you need to. Okay, so from here, we are going to go to a lighter band. So take off those handles. All right. We're going to find probably your second to lightest, or maybe even your lightest. So I have 10 pounds and 20 pounds. So I'm going to go 10 pounds for this series. What we're doing with this one, so lighter is going to be better because we're focusing on form and mobility, but they're little muscles that we're strengthening as well, okay? So we're going to step here on our band. You can always make more tension in the band by widening your feet stance, okay? So we're going to do a front raise first, all right? So both hands, front raise, just to shoulder height or just below shoulder height, and come back down. Notice I'm also slightly out to the side. you should have a sweet spot away from the body where you can move that arm freely. Shoulders are not going up into the ears. Abs are engaged. Knees are soft. Okay, then we're going to do lateral raise. So we're going to lift out to the side. Again, notice I'm not at shoulder height, and then resist coming back down. Inhale, exhale, and I'm slightly forward. Again, we have that sweet spot where the arm moves through the shoulder joint. Okay. Take a quick rest. Here's our cardio exercise. So what we're going to do is a mountain climber. So we're going to alternate arm and leg reach. So we're going to start right leg, left arm, and then switch. Alternate. Go as quick as you can or as slow as you need to. Good for balance. And rest. Okay, grabbing those bands. Here we go. Back to that front raise. We're going to do left, alternate right, left. Here we go, right and left. Notice how those obliques automatically have to kick in as soon as you go to single arm raises to anti-rotate. Okay, alternating side. Very good. Okay, here is our little cardio move. If you want to step it up a notch, because maybe that was too easy, add a little hop. So here we go. Impact exercises are very good for those bones and keeping pelvic floor strong. And rest. Good job. Okay. And the opposite arm and leg is coordination. Okay, so we step on the band again. All right, alternating. We're going to start left first. 2, 2. 6, 6. Here we go. Side, side. 3. Ooh. Should be starting to feel this again, and during that third round, should be like, oh, yep. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go into that little hop as we do mountain climber, or just keep the hop out of it. Here we go. I do challenge, though, as we start working through this, to take it up a notch. And rest. Okay, one last set for this. Okay, standing tall. We have both arms again. Front raise. Woo! Already it's getting tired. There's 2. Just make sure we're not compensating anywhere. Got our extra credit. Okay, out to the side. There you go. All right, going into our mountain climber. Here we go. and rest. Woo! Good job. All right, so from here, we are going to grab our mat, lay it out. This is where we want the ball, the loop band. Okay, so, and I would suggest laying your mat parallel to your screen so that you can look over without doing weird stuff with your neck, okay? All right. Band, lightweight, ball. So from here, let's do a roll down, all right? So big inhale, arms are gonna float up. Exhale, chin tuck, scoop, round over. Bend the knees generously here so we're not getting a big stretch on the back of the thighs, all right? We don't want that. One more deep breath. Bend the knees more until your hands touch to the mat. Walk it out. High push-up plank. Hold here. Push the floor away. Super strong through those abs, glutes. Breathe in. Carefully lower the knees. Child's pose, if your knees are okay with that. If not, cat-cow, great option. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Okay, so while we're here, we are going to grab that loop band. Mine is light. You could do medium if you wanted to. Probably wouldn't go any higher than that. The bands, if you have just rubber, they might roll if you're moving in too big of a range of motion. Okay, so take that band into consideration that if it rolls, maybe you're making your movements a little too big, or maybe you're a little too strong for that band to stay in place. All right, so from here, we're gonna take our nice all fours pose and add a nice little lift to the side and hover. Now, we wanna keep the pelvis nice and parallel to the floor. We don't want a big lean over into that opposite side. So, we're finding that glute med on the opposite side, feel it active, then lift and lower one leg. Inhale, exhale. You should also feel a lot of obliques here, transverse abs, shoulders. Last one, lower that down. Okay, switching to the other side. I want you to get that glute med on board first. You can go back there and touch it. Feel it as you kind of weight over a little bit into that opposite leg. Then bring your hand down. Keep that feeling there. Lift and lower the other side. Woo. One more time. Very good. All right. So then we're going to do donkey kicks, all right? So from here, what we do not want happening is the pelvis doing this thing in order to get, and that's exaggerated, in order to get that leg to lift, okay? So we keep our knee bent. We're going to find our nice neutral spine. Abs are engaged. We're going to engage that proximal hamstring. So right here where it meets the pelvis, we're going to use that as well as our glute max to lift that foot. Then we're going to hover. Remember, we want glute med on the other side, working to keep our pelvis parallel to the floor. Woo! Feeling a little quivery. One more time. Very good. All right, other side, same thing. First, get that glute med working. All right, feel it. Then start to use that proximal hamstring with glute max to lift. Lower. Check it. And 8. Nice work. Okay, so my band started to roll. If you have a cloth band, those work really great for not rolling. Okay, I'm gonna straighten this out. Then we're gonna do another set of those 2 exercises. Okay, get this back on here, nice and straight. All right. You can always take a drink if you need it. All right, so from here, same thing. We're gonna go and do our fire hydrant first. Find that glute med, opposite side. As you shift just a tiny bit, it's just a weight shift, not a pelvis shift, okay? So it's just a little weight comes over, you should feel obliques, and then we hydrant out and back in. Super strong through that serratus anterior as well, so that we're not getting weight heavy in the wrists. Last one. Very good. Other side. Little weight shift. Feel that glute med. We go out, back in. We embrace the burn. 7. One more. Okay, then we do our donkey kick here. Again, we get the glute med on the opposite side, helping support, then proximal hamstring with glute max. Okay, we inhale, little shift of weight, flat foot, lift, lower. One more. Okay, same thing other side. Get that glute med. Here we go. Last one. Very good. All right. So we're going to come down to seated, taking that band off. Grab a drink here. Wipe your sweat if you need to. I know that made me sweat. All right. So we're going to grab that ball, lift a cheek, place the ball behind the sacrum, which is the flat spot at the base of your spine. All right. So this is why we want it squishy, so that we can kind of wedge it underneath us instead of it just popping out, okay? So we're gonna have our heels down, toes up, draw back, so we're engaging those hamstrings here, all right? The ball is supposed to help keep us out of those hip flexors, or at least keep them from doing all the work, okay? So 3-pound weights at your chest. We're gonna hinge back, feel transverse abs hug, come forward. You're only going back as soon as you feel that hug. What you don't want is arching over the ball, okay? So it's a hinge. The pelvis is moving. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Very good. Arms are going to come out here in front. If the weights ever become too much, you can always put them down. We're going to hinge back, hold that straight back, feel that hug around the torso, rotate, row. Inhale, exhale. Check those knees. They should not be shifting, all right? So we should not have one knee forward before the other. Our rotation should happen at the rib cage and middle back, not the low back. Last one. Back to center. Okay, quick little reset. Then we're going to do straight arms, front raise, holding that straight spine. If you feel that as you go up into the arm raises, you're arching your back, which means ribs are popping forward, belly is popping forward, lessen your range of motion. Okay, so what I mean by this is if we hinge back, keeping your back nice and straight, and we lift our arms and our belly pops out, we've gone too far. Okay, so only go to where you can support that weight. Still working those hamstrings. You should feel some quivers here. One more. And nicely done. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall. We're going to put the weights down briefly. Take that ball out. Place it on the floor beside you. This time we're going to think opposite arm leg, bird dog, dead bug-ish, but in a V-sit. Okay, so we're sitting up nice and tall here. If you do start to feel your hip flexors, feel free to grab that ball. Just be careful. A lot of times if the ball is back there, people end up wanting to just arch over the ball. So we don't want that. I would just say change your range of motion without the ball. Okay, so arms are out here in front. We're going to lean back, hold that hug, lift the right arm, left foot, and lower down, and switch. Minimize the weight shift. And last one here. Very good. Let those legs come out straight. Hand weights down on the floor, feet flat. Arms come out to the side. Without shifting those hips, we rotate to our right. Sit tall, keep that height. Rotate left. Inhale and exhale. Starting to cool down. Very good. Lower the arms, take the feet wider, about the width of your mat, going into saw. Arms come back out. We keep that left hip down as we rotate right. Look over the right shoulder. Sit tall. Other side. Keep the right hip down. Sit tall. Exhale. Inhale. Last one here to the left. Very good. Lower the arms. Nice work. We're going to bring our feet together, scoot forward on the mat, rolling like a ball to massage our spine. Hands here on the back of our thighs. Tuck your chin in, forehead towards the knees. We roll back. We do not want to feel a thumb dumping. That's that flat spot on your back. So to fix that, we just work on pulling the belly back more to get that rounding right behind the belly button. Okay. Inhale, exhale. Find control, no momentum. To make sure you're not using momentum, you can grab onto those shins. One more time. Very good. All right. So from here, we're going to flip over to our stomach. Coming into a Sphinx pose. So elbows are bent underneath the shoulders or just slightly in front of them. Palms are down, legs out behind you. Heel kick right, reach. Heel kick left and reach. One more time each side. Very good. Swan here. We lower down, hands out to the sides, lined up about the temple of our forehead. We inhale on the lift, straightening out those elbows. Inhale, exhale, roll. One rib down at a time. Eyes look down, nose hovers. Inhale, lift. And lower. 2 more times. Last one. And nicely done. Hands come under the armpits. We push ourselves up and back. Bring those knees in. Child's pose or cat-cow stretch. Thinking about breathing into the back and side of the lungs and rib cage. Getting that nice back expansion. You can either keep your hands back here so you get good feedback, so you're not just breathing into your belly. One more time. Very good. We're going to bring our hands to the mat, curl the toes under, straighten the knees, down dog. Alternate your knee bend here. Then bend the knees as much as you need to. Walk the hands back. Slowly roll up to stand up, wiggling those fingers. Breathing. Inhale, exhale. Shoulders come down and back. Very good. Great job. Deep cleansing breath to finish. Inhale and exhale. Great job. Thank you so much. Have a great day.